Hi guys, welcome to Vic and Vern Sport Chat. My name is Vic and welcome to your NFL channel. Yes baby, it's our new channel and we're enjoying it. We are really starting to enjoy it. This is going to be our second video and we're going to talk about the draft because that's coming up on Thursday night and we're going to be live with somebody in Pittsburgh in the inner circle of the draft. We're going to have some videos out live from the draft. It starts about 9 o'clock Central European time, so be sure to join us for that. But today we're going to talk draft, a little bit of free agent transfers. Definitely going to talk about that. Training camp's coming up soon. Can't wait for them to announce all the international games. I mean, we do know that the Rams will be playing in Australia, and we know that opening night this year is going to be on a Wednesday with the Seahawks. So let's see what happens. But let's get that out the way, the topic, so we can talk about things. Guys, always if you want to get hold of me, that's the email on top. Don't forget to subscribe. That's running at the bottom. There you go. There you go. Perfect, man. Perfect stuff. There we go. So let's get into it. Look, it is the draft. It is in the beautiful city of Pittsburgh, as you can see behind me. Are there going to be any surprises? Well, we've got to put everything a little bit into context at the moment because there's been some moves going on this week, and the Eagles are surprising a lot of people with some of their moves. What have the Eagles done? Well, it looks like this man, A.J. Brown, is on the market. Eagles, I think, would be happy to give him off. That marriage has not worked very well. And it looks like the Patriots are in for A.J. Brown. But nothing will be officially announced till after the 1st of June. Believe me, because A.J. Brown, he's owed $40 million this year. That's quite a lot of money. And, the Patriots did leave. Stephon Diggs moved on, needing a good wide receiver there for Drake May. So watch the space. I think the Eagles are going to make a lot of changes to their squad. So we'll see what they. So A.J. Brown might be going to the Patriots. That's kind of the news that's all around the NFL at the moment. Then, hey, listen here. What else happened? The Dallas Cowboys signed Brian Aubrey to a 4-year deal with $7 million a year, making him the most expensive and best paid kicker in all of the NFL. So there you go. He's part of America's team for the next 4 years, and he's getting paid American dollars, baby. There you go. There you go. Another guy that signed up some big dollars this week, Will Anderson, re-signed a 3-year extension with the Texans for $150 million. No, I didn't say 15 or 1.5 million. $150 million. Sound like a guy from the movie there. What was that? What is it? SWAT. Yeah. $150 million. There you go. Good for him. So he's a good defensive end. He'll be there for a while. And so the Houston Texans can be looking forward to his productivity this season. But now we get into the draft. Okay, so we all know who's going number one, right? We all know the Raiders will take Fernando Mendoza. Is he the best player in the draft? No, I don't think he's the best player in the draft. I actually think Jeremiah Love is the best player in the draft, the running back. But you're not taking a running back at number one because you're not paying a running back that kind of money because, I think the number one is something like, 3 years, 4-year, 5-year deal and guaranteed $50 million. So you're not paying a rookie running back that. You can forget about that. So we all know old Fernando Mendoza is going to the Raiders. That is most probably the worst kept secret in all of football, unless something amazing happens and we all fall off our chairs. But look, the Raiders, they got Kirk Cousins in the offseason. So they've got the perfect mentor for him because Kirk Cousins is a wonderful football player, and he's not a diva. He will help this kid a lot. They also have Aiden O'Connell there in the quarterback room. So I think the Raiders will be set up well on quarterback. They don't have to force Mendoza. You still have a very talented Kirk Cousins in the background that can get you somewhere if needed. You don't have to do anything crazy. The problem is, with all these rookie quarterbacks, can he be protected? Do they have a good offensive line? And has he got enough weapons? And I say not. Not me personally. Now, if I'm the Raiders, if I was the owner of the Raiders, I'd trade this pick. And people say, Vic, you're crazy. You can get at least 3. If you trade this pick here for needy teams that need quarterbacks, because funnily enough, I can't see any other quarterback going in the first round other than Mendoza. So if somebody needs a quarterback, test the market. If you're the Raiders, maybe you get 3 number 1s, maybe you get 2 number 1s and 3 number 2s, something like that. Build your squad. You still have Kirk Cousins. He's good for another 2-3 years. Work your way around like that. But people say you're crazy. You've lost all your brains and your hair. But so they're going to take Mendoza. But me, I would go out of the box. I would do something like Kevin Costner did on draft day. I'd be a little bit like that. I play the market, I play the market. So Mendoza definitely going number 1. Only quarterback I see going in the first round. Who do I see going number 2? Look, it's the Jets. It's the Jets. The Jets will screw it up most probably. Look, the Jets are looking for a linebacker or somebody on the edge there. Most people think it's going to be Avril Reese. I wouldn't go with him. Again, I'm a little bit controversial there. I wouldn't go with him. I would go with David Bailey. I think he's more polished. He's more well-rounded. I think he's more NFL ready right now. Reese might have a bigger upside later on, but I don't think right now. I would go with David Bailey. That's just me. That's just me. But the Jets will take one of those two. So it's either this guy here, it's either Avril Reeves, or it's either David Bailey. One of the two they're going to be taking. Reeves, Ohio State, Bailey, Texas Tech Raiders. So I think one of those two are going to the Jets. And whoever doesn't pick him, I think the other one will land at Tennessee. So one of those two are going to the Jets or to Tennessee. There you go. That's just me putting it out there for the moment. Then the Cardinals. The Cardinals will pick at 3. I think everybody's suggesting this. The Mel Kipers of the world and stuff. Francesco Mauigoa, the man. I think he goes to Tennessee, to the Titans. Good offensive tackle. He's a monster, man. Good numbers. The man out of the University of Miami there. I think he goes. That's my projection to the Cardinals, because they can use somebody on defense. Then at number, we spoke about 2 and 4. Obviously, I think I would take Avril Reeves at 4 and Bailey at 2, but that's just me. Then the New York Giants. Well, the New York Giants could use about 10 first-round picks to solve their problems. But I think they go linebacker here. I think they go Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles, Ohio State. He's Buckeye. There you go. I think I'll go with him. I think that'll be a good matchup for them. That's me. The Browns, Cleveland Browns. The gift that keeps on giving. I mean, how many number 1 picks have they destroyed in the last few years? But they are at 6. Could there be a trade there? The rumors are the Cowboys want to move up and they're willing to give something off. The Cowboys want to get that 6th spot. Could we see a trade there? Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns doing something. I think if the Browns don't trade their pick with Dallas, I think they're going to go with Cornell Tate. We'll put him out there. The young man there for also another Buckeye. A lot of Buckeyes in the first round here. Good wide receiver. Best wide receiver in the draft by far. And I think Cleveland can do something like that. Depending, I don't know. Does anybody actually know who's the big quarterback going to be? What are they going to do with Deshaun Watson? Me personally, I'd go Shedeur Sanders. Give the kid a chance. Play him this season. Try to get rid of Deshaun Jackson and his contract, which is not going to happen. No one's taking that contract. Then at 7, you got the Washington Commanders. For me, the best player in the draft, Jeremiah Love. I think a lot of teams would have liked to take him higher, but it's all about salary cap, and you're not spending that kind of money on a running back. I think the Commanders will pick him up, or should pick him up. If they don't pick him up at 7, where do I think he could land? I'm going to have a look down the list quickly. I think he'll drop. I think he might drop to the Rams, maybe. I think he could drop down to 13th all the way, but we'll see about that. I don't think anybody higher is going to pick him, unless there's a Kevin Costner draft day move. There you go. Then, but he is for me the best player in the draft. I like him a lot, and I'm going to be watching where he goes. There you go. New Orleans picking at well, let me put him out there. Jeremiah Love. There you go. Monster player, man. Monster player. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I think he's the best player coming out the draft. That's just me. But we'll see. We will see. Then at 8, New Orleans got the pick. I think they go with the best cornerback, Monzur Delane. I think they're going to take him, man, from LSU. And look, I mean, he was shutting down everybody this season in college. I think he's a fantastic quarterback. A cornerback. There you go. So let's see what happens there. We will see. Then, hey, the Kansas City Chiefs picking at 9 already. I don't know. I'm not going to put any pictures out anymore. They're also looking for somebody on the edge. So if one of the others fall down, Avril Reeves or David Bailey don't get picked, I'm telling you now, Kansas City would rub their hands to get hold of one of those two. But I think they're going to go with Ruben Bain Jr., the man also from Miami, from the Hurricanes. They still got Patrick Mahomes. Will he start the beginning of the season? I doubt it. I don't think he starts week 1, coming off his injury, but we'll see. Then at number 10, the Giants picking. They're going to go with the safety, most probably. They'll go with Caleb Downs. Good player there out of Ohio State. Another Buckeye. Could have 3-4 Buckeyes going in the first 10 picks. So interesting there. The Dolphins will pick at 11. Offensive tackle, Spencer Fano, maybe. Cowboys, they are at 12. Dylan Tiedemann is a safety. They would like to get Caleb Downs if they don't get Dillerman. But I think Dallas is going to try to move up. I think that's one of the... I don't think it's going to be a lot of changes in the first round of the draft where we're going to have trades and stuff like that. But I think Dallas will try to do something. The Rams also looking for wide receivers. Of course, they would like the top wide receiver in the draft, and that is Cornell Tate, but they're not going to get him. I think he goes earlier. If he's still on the board, they'll obviously pick him. I think they go with Makai Lemon, the wide receiver there from USC, from the Trojans. But, the Rams, they also need a lot of other things as well. The Ravens need a few things. I think you've got to try to protect Lamar Jackson a little bit better. We'll see what happens there. I think they'll go the guard. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they need defense after losing some of their key players in the offseason. Cornerback there, maybe a safety, we'll see. The New York Jets, the Jets have got the second pick and they got the 16th pick. Could the Jets do something with their picks? Would the Jets like to move up in the draft, try to get the number 1 spot? Would they go for Mendoza if they took the number 1? I don't think so. They are looking for offensive weapons. They could do with a better running back. They could do with a better wide receiver. They could do with better tight ends. So be surprised. Must probably take Jordan Tyson there, the wide receiver from Arizona State. Then the Detroit Lions. They'll go something on offensive tackle or something like that. The Vikings, they need offense. So the tight end, definitely a need for the tight end. Vikings, maybe a good wide, a second option wide receiver. Carolina Panthers, also they need offense. They've got the quarterback. I think most teams have got the quarterbacks down this year. Don't know. Then the Cowboys got another pick in the top 32. They got the 20th pick there. They got that one from Green Bay in that trade there for... don't tell me the name. Tell me the name. I'm going to get it now. Oh, can't remember the guy's name. I'll get it in a second. I'm on a brain fart right now. Micah Richards, there you go. Jeez, you just gotta think hard, man. You know, normally it's study long, study wrong. But yeah, they got this pick from Green Bay. They'll go defense as well, cornerback, defensive tackle, something like that. Pittsburgh got the 21 pick, also looking for some offense. The Chargers, difficult to say what they're going to do. We've got to see what all these new coaches are going to do. The Eagles are number 23 pick as well. The Browns on 24 again. The Bears, they're going to have pick 25. They're also looking for an edge rusher. We'll see what they can do. A lot of people looking for an edge rusher. I think about 6 teams in the first round looking for an edge rusher. The Buffalo Bills, defensive tackle wouldn't be bad for them. The San Francisco 49ers, another team looking for somebody on the edge. Living on the edge, there you go. The Texans, offensive tackle. Kansas City Chiefs, they got another pick in the top 32. They got that one from the Rams. Quarterback. Kansas City just need defense. Kansas City need to improve their defense. Their offense, you got Patrick Mahomes, you'll be all right. You know, the Dolphins, another team looking for somebody on the edge. Unbelievable. The Patriots looking for edge rushers. Edge rushers. Could be a lot of edge rushers going out this in the top 32 this year. And of course, the Seattle Seahawks have the 32nd pick. Look, if the Seahawks can keep their team together, I think, you know, you just need to tweak a few things there, the Seahawks. A lot of people say they're going to go for a guard. So we'll see what happens there. That's kind of my look out at the draft. What are the big interesting things? Where does Orville Reese and David Bailey go? Do they swap who's the number 2 pick? Because we know Mendoza's going 1. What are the Cowboys going to do? You know, the Cowboys have got 2 picks in the top in the draft in the first 32. So do the Kansas City Chiefs. So do the Cleveland Browns. Do you put a package together? You try to move up in the draft? That's a big question that we have. But it's going to be fantastic. Listen here, my friend Dominic, new to our channel here, big Seahawks fan. He'll be in the inner circle. So if you're watching the draft, those guys are sitting on the nice tables and up front there. That's where he's going to be. He's going to try to get some interviews for us, some live pictures. I'm going to be live around about 9 o'clock Central European time for the draft on Thursday. So check that out. It's going to be cracking, baby. It's going to be cracking. Because the draft always is. I mean, the NHL know how to put on a show. And then, and then the rest of the week, you still have the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and all the way to the 7th round. We'll update you on that every day, all the picks. So we'll have a quick show every day just to tell you who picked what and who went where and what trades were made and stuff like that. One coming out on Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday morning. We'll let you know on all that stuff. And then we're all desperately waiting for middle of May where the schedule comes out. I know my Patriots are going to have a tough schedule this year. But and then we'll start putting it together. Once we get the schedule, we'll have a big show on predictions. There you go. But that's me for now. I'll be back before the draft, most probably on Wednesday evening with another update quickly, just to if there's anything big happens. Of course, we'll go live earlier, but that's our draft update for you guys. Please let me know what you think. What do you think? What should the Cowboys do with their picks? Should they trade up? Would you take Mendoza at number 1 if you're the Raiders? Would you trade him, try to get a lot of draft stock back? Is he a generational talent? He's a very, very good quarterback. But is he the next Patrick Mahomes? Most probably not. Look, I've seen too many bust quarterbacks in the last few years. I mean, how many of these quarterbacks went number 1 and where are they now? They're all gone. The Johnny Manziels of the world and the RG3s of the world. Okay, Andrew Luck was injured, but a lot of supposed great number 1 quarterbacks. And, it didn't work out for them. The Cam Newtons and stuff like that. The Tim Tebows, there you go. So we'll see. The draft always throws up one big special thing. So check it out. Guys, that's me. I'm off. Enjoy your evening and we'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button.